Hey everyone, in this video what we're going to be covering are meta tags. What they are essentially are code that you can put that's not actually visible from the website's point of view, but from a crawling standpoint for say search engines like Google, Yahoo, and Bing. These information can help improve your organic SEO by hitting on keywords that are referenced in your page. Simple things like referencing in the keyword a word that's used several times throughout in your content, as well as tying that together in your description, talking about what the page is about, as well as hitting on those highlighted keywords. One thing we did in class too is you saw that we named the title of our page. You just see on line 5, we have Corey Willette's website. If the example of this was that we wanted to be an internet professional, let's say, we have our title right here. We could call it, um, we'd have our company name, and then we could do something like Kitchener's Premier Internet Marketing Agency. So we have the location as well as internet marketing, kind of key areas to hit on. Now what we're going to do is add the keywords. So it's typically good practice to keep it in the head section, and what I mean by that is if we look in the document order here, we're in the head and just below the title. So if you put your cursor right next to the title tab, you'll know you're in the right place. On the insert section here, you'll notice if you scroll down there's a meta category. What we're going to be working on is keywords and descriptions, as well as what we just touched on now is titles. So to start it off, just go with keywords. Good practice with keywords is try not to create a sentence. You'd probably be maxing out at 4 words, and then you'd select comma to go to your next keyword. So just to give context to this, we could do something like internet marketing, Kitchener internet marketing, online SEO, organic SEO. And you'll notice every time you do a comma, this is just to separate what are your keywords, so when they crawl it, they know that this is an all one elongated word. And then you might do one more, and this would be probably maxing out. What you should do is Kitchener Internet Marketing Agency. And after you've done that, you don't have to put period or anything, just press OK. And you'll notice here next to the title now you have your meta name keywords. Just for coding organization purposes, you might want to just press enter. So you can see now you have your title, your meta name, and now that we have a space on line 7, that's where we will put in the description. So again, on the right hand side of the insert section, select description. A similar prompt will come up as with the keywords, but what we will do here is create a sentence that kind of culminates the keywords, the name, and if we had content on this page, of course, referencing off of that. So it would be something along the lines of, since, say we started in 2010, providing Kitchener, you can use capitals too actually for the description if you're curious, with best in class or you could list off any of your services: organic SEO, digital marketing, and full service internet marketing related activities. So I'm just kind of going on a rant there with that, but really what you want to be doing is hitting on the words in your keywords as well as in your title, and again within your content. So now that you have that, your page has the pretty good building blocks for what you need for meta tags. So you have your title, your meta keywords, your meta descriptions, and when we did hit on this in class 2 was your H tags. So we have our H1 here. Now that we are going on the theme of internet marketing, you could do something like So if we're hitting on internet marketing agency, when Google or any other scripting bot would crawl the site, they'd notice that this key phrase right here, internet marketing agency, is referenced in not only the title, the keywords, the description, but it's also in the H1 tag. So if you were really trying to hit on that, you would want to bake that word in as best as you can without being obvious that you've done that. So that's it for meta tags. In the next lesson, we are going to be covering more so on design elements of the site.